plus clean, safe surroundings. Let us care for you. Extra Foods, always extra for less.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors and roti makers. Try our high-quality bromate-free, all-purpose and whole wheat flour. Low price and conveniently packaged in 2 pounds, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Shiklisho Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit us at Warrenville, Canoopia. Shiklisho Limited, quality you can trust.
Prices on all grocery items. Trust Low Cost Supermarket for the widest variety of quality products at low prices. Freshly picked fruits and vegetables, healthy products for your well-being, high quality meat cuts, and a warm and friendly service. Low Cost Supermarket, Sun and Main Road, Canoopia.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening and welcome to Breaking Barriers, my friends. I do apologize. We're supposed to be online, but I'm trying to figure that out right now and sort it out. But unfortunately, I cannot get through. So just bear with me a few seconds while I'm trying to get this done, please, because it is essential. I know that, but I'm still see that it's hanging and it's hanging and it's hanging and it's hanging. So, Okay, so for those who are online, I am sorry, but I apologize. I don't know what else to do to get this sorted out. All right, so we're going to try and see how we could get online to thousands of people on Facebook now can't see because we can't. I can't access my phone. I'm sorry. What happened is that I don't know what's going on with the internet here and problem. All right, so let me try one more time, and then we will see if we can get through here, because quite frankly, not to post up Breaking Barriers here now is going to cause a problem. Okay, I'm not getting through. All right, so I will try back in a few minutes. I humbly apologize to the viewers who normally view on Breaking Barriers on my page and other pages. Unfortunately, I can't get through with my phone. I'll try to restart my phone and see what's going on, if I could get a different signal and sort out. So let's start with the issue that is first. But let's go to our advertiser first. Of course, Tile Expression. Let me just welcome our good friends at Tile Expression. And I don't have to tell you that Tile Expression have new stuff every single week, so you can check them out and take advantage. And remember, it's not only tiles. You can get flooring. They have this nice, it's a kind of polyvinyl flooring, which they got in stock. and it has a rubberized base, and it's selling out fast, so you can check them out as well. Fully waterproof and, of course, long-lasting. First things first. This week, I attended a funeral of a young man, Salim Dean. Now, who is Salim Dean? Salim Dean is the son of a friend of mine. I have known Georgie for over 20 years. I know his wife for quite a long period as well. His son frequently visits Baraka grounds. I have had business interaction with his son as well. So I know the family fairly well. And of course, I am ashamed to say that last year I was the same person that pulled up in front of his house, ring his doorbell and run. And then found out that the doorbell wasn't working. So therefore, I felt kind of stupid after that. But that said and done, this young man here, Salim Dean, 28 years old, with a 5-year-old child, was murdered. Murdered, right? In front of the business place where he works. And what is sad, you could come back to me, guys. What is sad is that when the father learned of the murder, it was through his son. So his youngest son contacted him from the business place in Port of Spain and told him that, look, Salim got shot. I'm just, it's not verbatim here. Salim got shot, and one is that he was murdered. The father, now in shock, which is Georgie, immediately told the mother and blurted it out, not because he wanted to shock the mother, but because he was in shock himself. And Georgie just jumped in his vehicle and drove across to where his son Salim was murdered, which is just about less than 2-3 minutes away, less than 2 minutes away. In fact, it's about less than quarter mile from Baraka grounds, if so much. And there he saw his son lying on the ground with approximately 7 bullets to the back, 1 to the head. And, you know, I didn't want to talk about this because I have people in my presence right now and people who are home by me who went through a similar scenario. But it is all too real and we can't hide the facts. You know, that father had to witness his son, the blood which flowed through his son's veins were now flowing on the street. That father witnessed bullets that entered the back and exited the front. And just about a few hours before, that young man was a living, breathing, functioning young man who was capable of doing anything and everything. And he was recognized as one of the best drivers, not only in Trinidad, but in the Caribbean. And this is a tribute to him. And from us, of the Baraka Foundation. Because we don't know what is going to happen next. We don't know who it's going to happen to next. We don't know what is the next step. What is going on in this country? What is really going on? What is happening to the country that I grew up in? And you could have walked safely in this country. I have a 20-something-year-old son, and I still tell him where he can go, when he can go, what time he comes back, and he dares not listen, and he dare not say no. Because I've always said, who had go feel. And sometimes children don't even get in scenarios because they are bad. All I can say, you know, the way this country going, you could have the fastest kind of mind with you and he go kill you for that. You could have the best looking wife and that was his girlfriend before, he go kill you for that. This is how stupid life is. And as a Muslim, I am taught in my religious scripture that there will come a time when a man will kill and he will not even know the reason why he's killing. All you think we reach that position? Imam, I think we reach that position now where people killing and don't even know why. Because the fact is that, you know, and tonight is going to be a shock night because I'm going to show you some pictures and videos, not of the young man, of course, but I'm going to show you some other videos and some other things that will shock you. But that comes a little bit later on because you know why? We live in a country now where we need to open up the eyes of people. But we will deal with all that later on. Let's get started with this slide, guys. But before we go, let me just wish a young man a happy birthday. Of course, it's young Jacob Ibrahim Ishmael, grandson of Nazim Ishmael and Zalina Ishmael, otherwise aka Doggy Daddy, right? 3 years old, he comes to Baraka Mosque every single week, right? So all the best to you, young Jacob, from all of us here. And what happened is that call me Jacob and let me know what I could buy for you once you keep it under $20. Right? So also secondly, don't forget our Grand Bazaar taking place this Sunday from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. It's a back in time bazaar. And what you're seeing there is just a little sampling of what is to come. Right? It's a back in time. All you will get, I talked to Maulana, this guy Maulana Atif today. And I told him that I want him to be in the Dunkin' Tank. Right? So Maulana Atif, and I'm inviting all the other Jamaats in the country to come through. All the mosques, all the temples, all the churches, all they come through. Maybe the last weekend we have some activities for the kids. Of course, entrance is free, but the activities, you pay for the activities because it's a fundraiser for the foundation. So let's get on to our slides now. In Trinidad and Tobago, you always, coming into Bamboo, I don't know why it is people like to park so stupid. Right? The cone is there. Bobbies and them just try to deal with the dotish parking. And it continues. This is right in front of Bobby's here. Look at my partner there. It had parking by auto collision, you know. But he parked on the road itself. And as we go again. This is by the bar in St. Joseph there up on the hill. And you know, the police will never come. Watch where that man park. And this is a common thing in St. Joseph. But the police in St. Joseph dare not go there and touch them or tell them anything. Dare not go. Dare not tell them anything. Why? Because we heard that the police frequent the bars. There's certain officers that frequent the bar there. Come now, man, fellas. All have a little common sense and a little, you know, caring for what is going on. The rest of the photos with the other vehicles will show later on, guys. Let's get to the, no, not right now. Let's move on to the issues. Slides. BB. First slide. Okay, here we go. Right. You know, now you'll put all the related slides together, guys. Jacob, no rise in brazen killings, but high-powered guns to blame for criminality. All the brazens here happening, all the murders that took place is not no brazen murders, you know. Right? And this is what I tell you, we as a people, I keep telling you, we have to be some of the most dotish people in the Caribbean for what we tolerate. You know, and up to today, I talking to a man. And you know who is the same man? This is the same man. When I tell him I going up for election in St. Augustine just for joke, and he tell me, well, you know, boy, he's a UNC for life and he got to support Khadija. And when I tell him that Khadija, I do not, he say he know that. He say, Inshan, I know you get the drains and road for we, you know, boy. But you know how it is be. Because it have stupid people. Imagine, you're so stupid that the same person who get everything for you in your village, you will vote somebody because why? That is my party. And it's because of dotish people like you and others like you, whether it is your PNM or UNC, that have us in this mess. That continue to have us in this mess. And I don't know when it's going to end, because you know what happening? When you look at the murders now, but anyway, we're going to deal with that. Let me don't get ahead of myself, because tonight is going to be a little long night. Let's go again, guys. Now, murder in Morvan, man executed in front of his friends by men wearing tactical uniform. Now, this is one of about 6 murders which took place with men wearing tactical uniform. Right? With men wearing tactical uniform. The same thing happened with Salim Dean, where men who were dressed in apparent tactical uniform, because you see these fellas, you think it's police. Right? It was an execution. And when you see these people come, you're not going to think twice. But now when you see these fellas in tactical uniform, you have to run. And this now is a common thing, because what they're doing, and they did it with the Morva man, where they went and they asked for a particular fella, Gamal. And here what happening, when they asked for Gamal, nobody want to say who Gamal is. So you know what they did? Come back to me, guys. When they asked for Gamal and they didn't want to say who Gamal is, they asked everybody to show their wallet. Come, we want to see ID. They were able to identify Gamal. Here what happening? You, turn around, bow. Same MO, same modus operandi. So you have a group of people going around and murdering citizens of this country. And you know, I continue to say, whether it is a criminal who gets in murder or whether it is a businessman's son, at the end of the day, the only people who authorize to kill, the only people who are authorized to uphold the law, where that is concerned, is the TTPS and those who are in charge and so licensed to do. We don't have no separate operation running here where you have a group of men, you could tell them to go and kill legally, but we do have it illegally. Let's go again, guys. The mother of Karlan Suknanan, the man who was murdered in Valencia, said he failed to heed her warnings and she was expecting him to be murdered years ago. Imagine a mother saying that about a child. What kind of child that is? Only think that is a good child to the mother. Which mother you know will show almost no grief? Well, he dead? Where you go do? I thought he would have died years ago. The kind of person he was. And believe me, that mother that you're seeing on the screen there, she's one of many right now who feel that way. Speaking with reporters at the Forensic Science Center, Janelle Dominic said her firstborn child, who is originally from Seawall Trace in Guayagüeyari, was hardened. This young boy, he was just miserable. I am not the kind of mother who will put my head on a block and say he don't know about this or that. He's been involved in all kind of nonsense. I accept it because I was expecting it. I was expecting it a long time ago, a couple of years now. And a mother is not saying it hard, you know. She said, well, you know, it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? In a kind of nonchalant manner. Suknanan police was on a mattress on the floor when his killers forced themselves inside and shot him before running off. His girlfriend, who was unharmed, ran to his relatives and called for help. Again, it boils down to the type of children they're having. Not only children, some are having rats and some are having cockroaches. Because quite frankly, you can't call them children. You're supposed to be able to hold, when you say the word children or child, you're supposed to be able to have some standard. So some of these fellas, they are not human, they are not children, they are rats and cockroaches. Let's go again, guys. With 4 men murdered between Sunday night and Monday morning, Acting Police Commissioner McDonald Jacob said he has restricted leave for police officers in 5 divisions and increased working hours to address the increase in murder toll. Come back to me. Tell me if that is not asinine. Tell me if that is not stupid. Tell me if that is not dotish. If the police cannot solve crime in the 12 hours being given to them, what they are going to do in the 24 hours? Solve the same amount of crime? Or twice as much? So if they are solving 0 in 12 hours, and you give them 24 hours, and you expect them to solve twice as much crime. 0 multiplied by 0 is how much? Basically, what you're doing is that you are increasing overtime for officers. And then the good officers, you want to burn them out. And that is what is going to happen. You are going to burn out your officers. You are going to tie them up. You are going to get these fellas sick. But you know what? There are many police now who have said, enough is enough. I have spoken to dozens of officers. They are not going to put their life on the line because they have no faith in the present police commissioner. They have no faith in the leadership of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. What's next? Well, it's not what's next now. It's who's next. Because you're going on leave. They pull you back from leave. All the time you're working and nothing you're getting fixed. Go on your leave. Go. In fact, I find that the police who are supposed to go on leave, I find if it was 1 week, or they should take a month. Because it ain't making sense. We pay all you. What we paying some other to do? We paying some other to come and target people like me and set me up. We get all getting paid to thief people $11,000. All you're getting paid to do what? To do what? To go and set up innocent people? No, all you go on holiday, go on scrum, blaze trail. Because it makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. Let's go again, guys. If the murder toll, and here we say, on I-95.9 on Monday, Jacob said the plan is to increase patrols in the division. How many bloody time have you heard or have I heard about increased patrols? Every time there's a murder increase, you have increased patrol. Over 40% of the police fleet is down right now because they owe people like me and others. And now they have gone to Massey and buy a set of vehicles and Toyota that cannot stand up to police pressure. We know because we fixed them, or used to fix them, for now, right? So the fact is that when you look at what is taking place, what do you expect? The police does not have, and if you notice, it's only a set of PEC and now. Yes, seeing none of the PBX and PD and everything is PC because they're mashing up like wind. Let's go again to that slide, guys. We are now operating where we have a patrol initiative. Imagine, they never used to have a patrol initiative. They are now operating with a patrol initiative. We can have a higher presence. Hey, I don't know, boy. All you tell me that this coming from a man who is the head of the police service, boy? No, boy, this can't be right. This cannot be right. How? I mean, look at those statements and only tell me if that is something like it coming from a 10-year-old. Those things are obvious. Even when you have minimum crime, it is obvious. Let's go again. Next slide. Again. He looking like, you know who he looking like they know? Coleman Burt. Coleman Burt part 2. Here, bear with us. We will deal with this challenging situation in Trinidad and Tobago. We will deal with this scourge. Today, no. This is what he's saying. That was the plea to the public yesterday from Jacob. Moving to address the crisis, Jacob said leave, right? But hear this. 60 officers have been pulled from their vacation to increase foot and mobile patrol in high traffic and public areas. I don't know, boy. I really don't know. Let's go again, guys. An 8-year-old boy of Williams Avenue, Laventille, was shot in the chest, while an 11-year-old boy of Laventille Extension, Mova, was shot in the head and chest. How much all you knew that? How much all you know that? And one man got murdered. But how many of you knew? Because you see, the children in Laventille, according to some people, dispensable. Right? People don't care. which is nonsense because these are children. Mothers and fathers jump for joy upon the birth of that child. So why should these children be any less than any other children because they're from Lavantie? If it was 2 children from Valsayn get shot, I bet you it was front page. A lie? And you would have seen it on Facebook. Oh God, we're so sorry. Oh my God, we're praying for them children. Black Lives Matter. Even though this have nothing to do with mantra gonna start off. Even though this have nothing to do with LGBTQIARSTUV. Them talking too, because them just talk anytime for anything. But the reality of it is that when you look at 2 children being shot, one in the head and one in the chest, and we telling ourselves, and by the way, one is critical and one is stable. Thank God for that. And we still don't believe we have a problem in this country. Let's go again. 22 murders in 4 days. 22 murders in 4 days. And we still don't think we have a problem. We still don't think we have a problem. Going again, guys. Kidnapping start back now. Kidnapping start back because Chris Premu of Sunarain Trace Kelly Village, he was last seen on the 13th. The 13th of the 8th. You know how long ago that was? That's about what, 4 or 5 days ago? So, I mean, if somebody disappeared after 24 hours, the whole family should be worried. The family got a ransom demand of $500,000 for his return. Kidnappings have started back now. So besides bullet in your head, besides getting robbed in your business, besides them come and targeting you and thief in your car, now your father and your family disappearing. And we happy. We don't have our problem. Kamala Monday Night Forum, Rowley Indigo Martin, and we happy because we is PNM till we dead and we is UNC till are dead and our country is falling apart while we are the fools. Only thing Kamala right now worried about what's going on outside Chigate. She ain't worried. Only thing Rowley worried. We paying for Rowley security, our tax dollars, and yet we have to feel unsafe. But what I will tell earlier, we like it so. Let's go again, guys. The murder toll, 22 thus far, 368 murders. For the same period last year, 227. We have over 121 murders more. 141, correct? 41. 141 murders more. We were supposed to have dealt with this months and, in fact, years ago. The man who was fixing this problem, we got rid of him because of political games by Rowley. And all of us should be by Rowley's house. All of us should be down St. Anne's, not in the madhouse. All of us should be down there demanding that this present commissioner step down. But no, we too comfortable. And it's only when our children get murdered, then we start to make demands. Oh God, we need to have this better, that better, all the... It reminds me of a lot of people that we have helped in the past. A lot of those people, when I get arrested, those people, you don't even hear from them. But 1 year afterwards, boy, Inshan, I need so and so, I need this and that. Where were you when I get locked up? Boy, here what? I didn't know, you know. My TV shut down for a whole year. Papers and I wasn't selling, news and I wasn't watching that. I hear about it, you know, but I didn't get time to call. We can deal with that at a different time. Let me just welcome berberine to this segment. Of course, I don't have to remind you the benefits of berberine. And as we're moving with speed, tonight is less talk and more action. Let's go again, guys. Police are now trying to determine how bullets recovered from recent murder scenes carry the markings of two of the country's defense force agencies. The matter arose after 20 of 28 spent shells recovered by forensic personnel in the murders of Roseanne Granger of Chinapu Village and Corey Bless Mason of Bagatelle Road, Sanwa in Arangwes Tuesday morning bore the markings of the Trinidad and Tobago Air Guard on them. So we have bullets, and there were bullets before that had the TTPS marking on it. We have the regiment marking. And you know what is interesting? This is out there, but anybody could show me anywhere in the news where the Air Guard stated that they have missing ammunition? Anybody could tell me anywhere that you see in the newspaper where the Air Guard stated one day, this is to notify you that a cache of ammunition went missing. It carries the mark so. What happened is that so-and-so reward, blah, 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 blah. Nothing. So right now, we don't even know if the regiment know how much they have. We don't know if the Air Guard know how much they have. We don't know if the Coast Guard selling it to the Venezuelans. We don't know. So imagine that something as serious as ammunition, which you are supposed to have locked down, and you're supposed to be able to account for every single one, whether it be 9mm, 5.6mm, you name it, you're supposed to have it locked down. Put back that photo there, I just want to show you something. You see that bullet on the bottom? That bullet is a 5.56mm bullet. This is used in the AR-15. And brother man, when that hit you, it had no recovery. That leaving your body like how Wassa does leave an area when they dig it up. No repairs after that. No repairs. So imagine this gone missing and nobody held accountable. And that is why I say that we have donkeys leading us in this country. That is why I say we have idiots in charge. Because you telling me in another country that ammunition gone missing and nobody will be held accountable? But that is madness. That is absolute madness. Did anybody hear Fitzgerald Hines come out and condemn this? Did Fitzgerald Hines express concern over the missing ammunition? Nothing. It just happened. Let's go again, guys. Mrs. Lutra, right? The mother, right? Her name is Kalawati Luthra. Her son, Nikhil Luthra, was shot by masked men around 2 a.m. and he was murdered. This is by Woodbrook one day, where they were in the restaurant. And Mrs. Luthra is asking for the Prime Minister to do something about crime and save and keep our youths. First off, come back to me, guys. Mrs. Luthra, I would like to offer my condolences on the loss of your son. Secondly, you are begging the wrong person. You are wasting your breath on this Prime Minister. Because this Prime Minister is the same one that had problems with Gary Griffith. This same one is the one who had issues, and when it was time to do what was necessary, he said no. And the present commissioner that we have, it is the Prime Minister and his government's doing right now. So the numbers that we have is because of the present government. The murders that we have, it is because of the present government. Because the fact is that at the end of the day, crime increases all the time when the PNM is in power. And that is a given statistic. Every time the PNM is in power, crime increases. Dotations is also increased. In government, of course, and in parliament. Let's go again, guys. 3 people were shot: Lutra, El Hajale, and Roger Ramdev. They were all taken to the St. James Medical Complex, where they were treated before being transferred to the Port of Spain General Hospital. Nikhil Kona of Blue Sky Shipping died while undergoing treatment. Hajale was shot in the head, and Ramdev, who was shot in the torso, are both stable at the hospital. He gets shot in the head and he's stable. But if God really wants you to live, it have no man could stop that, you know. Let's go again, guys. Next slide. This is Woodford Square. Right over the road from Parliament. This is the condition this place in, like hog. And then there's a next photo as well, guys. This is the condition, all the blocks. I wouldn't be surprised if a homeless person take them blocks, build a house right on Woodford Square and get a TNT and Wassa connection. I wouldn't be surprised. And don't be surprised, when election come, they give him a letter of comfort too. And they put HDC on the house as well. This is Trinidad. Nasty, sting, disgusting. Those are three. That it shouldn't be discipline, tolerance, and production, you know. Nasty, stink, and disgusting. Because that is what we are turning into. This is what we have become. Our watchwords, completely different now. Let's go again, guys. Only in Trinidad you would have people doing this during the day. But during the night, they sleep. When during the night, they could do the sundown. But leave this for now, guys. I want you to play that video with the commissioner, please. With the statements made by the commissioner. Let's run that video, and I want the public to hear. Let's go, guys.
The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service and the executive of the police service is very much concerned of the rise and the upsurge that we are having in violent crime in our country. Within recent times, we had several murders, shooting and woundings as a result of gang rivalry. We responded in a positive way within the last 2 weeks by holding down a lot of these high crime areas where the shooting and woundings were taking place. In fact, I know persons will be concerned with the numbers. At this time, we have 364 murders reported for the year so far. We recognized a new trend that in order to carry out the high level of reprisal from one gang to the other, they started to target each other in what we call neutral spaces throughout Trinidad and Tobago. Some of the neutral places are in fact high public places as it relates to areas of nightclubs and even in some instances at sporting venues. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service main units, including the Interagency Task Force, the Guard and Emergency Branch, our General Task Forces, have increased their operations in relation to these high crime areas or zones of special concern.
I want all to interpret what he just said. Because I don't know Spanish. And I don't know French. I don't know German. I know some Arabic. In fact, I know some Spanish. But whatever it is the commissioner said there is a language that none of us could understand. Because only he himself could interpret what he just said. Because quite frankly, the man spoke about the Interagency Task Force, the GEB and others, putting things in place. And then a few weeks ago, certain things were laid down. But what is interesting is that everything he talked about has led to an increase in crime. Everything he talked about has led to the reintroduction of kidnapping. In Trinidad and Tobago, there is no serious crime we don't have, you know. When you talk about drugs, we have it. When you talk about extortion, we have it. When you talk about money laundering, we have it. When you talk about high-profile prostitution, we have it. When you talk about murders for hire, we have it. When you talk about illegal guns, we have it. When you talk about millions and millions of ammunition, we have it. There is nothing when it comes to serious crime that we do not have. And yet it is. They keep doing something which I still can't understand. Every single week they do something, and unfortunately, God alone knows what comes out of it. It makes absolutely no sense. None whatsoever. None. Time for me to take my first break. You're watching Breaking Barriers. Guys, we have any other slide related to crime, please? Right, good. All right, so what we're going to do is, oh no, we have a little shoot up that was taking place, sonning. Yeah, let me get a little, not the violent, not the murders itself, and not the graphic ones, but the one with the back of the car and open. Could we show that, please? Watch. Police come there now, you know, and watch. Bullet leg going, you know, man. Watch. Left, right, and center, you know. Could we zoom into that video so people could see a little clearer what went on? Because some people, not everybody is blessed with a 75-inch TV. So could we show that back and, yeah, zoom in a little more, please. Right. Police show up now. And war zone. And we don't have a problem. And I will tell the police service, I'm saying something, I make no apologies for this. With the level of incompetence that we have in all divisions leading some members of the police service, all you shouldn't be putting all their life at risk, you know. Because unfortunately, what happens is that it may not be worth anything right now the way things going. I'm being frank. All right, so all you think twice before doing that. I believe there's the one with the gentleman who was, anyway, we're going to deal with that afterwards. All right, so we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue on Breaking Barriers. We'll be back right after this.
No more games. You always break the table when you lose. Promise? 4110 Jigsaw. Watch it. Don't you dare. Ronix.
Introducing Berberine Plus by Aja Nutrition, a unique combination of all-natural super supplements berberine, bitter melon, and barnaba leaf. Berberine Plus is clinically proven to provide diabetic support by decreasing insulin resistance, making the blood sugar-lowering hormone insulin more effective, increasing glycolysis, helping the body break down sugars inside cells, decreasing sugar production in the liver, slowing the breakdown of carbohydrates in the gut. Available in TNT pharmacies nationwide.
At Extra Foods, we care for you. That's why we always have the widest variety, the best prices, spacious aisles of total convenience, plus clean, safe surroundings. Let us care for you. Extra Foods, always extra for less.
Mitsu Air Limited, authorized Mitsubishi air conditioning dealer. No need to replace your air conditioning units ever so often. Split units, cassette, ductable, CTVRF systems, and much more. Mitsubishi Electric has long been powering industries and providing solutions for healthy living. Mitsu Air Limited boasts the industry's first 10-year warranty on all parts and labor. Inverter units are also available. Don't hear it, just feel it. Mitsu Air Limited, 246 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Give us a call at 674-4000 or 675-4000 or email us at mitsu.limited@gmail.com.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, and roti makers. Try our high-quality bromate-free, all-purpose, and whole wheat flour. Low price and conveniently packaged in 2 pounds, 2 kg, 10 kg, and 25 kg bags. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Shiklisho Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit us at Warrenville, Canoopia. Shiklisho Limited, quality you can trust.
Right, and welcome back, my friends. Of course, this segment is brought to you courtesy MedSure. And remember, MedSure is having their hot sale on nitrile gloves, $60 for a box of 100. And these are high-quality gloves, and you could use it for household, general purpose, industrial, dental, you name it. And they will match and beat any price. You could call them there, 223-1900 or 781-4385. Let's go to our next... Oh, no, wait. I had to do this. So here what happening, Seeing that some of you want to sit down comfortable in all your home. Seeing that some of you believe that things ain't so bad. It is now time to give all your shock value. The images and videos that you are about to see are very graphic, but it represents the reality of Trinidad and Tobago, of what is going on in Trinidad and Tobago. I plead with you, those of you who have children, and for those of you who have persons who can, who get upset or who may have serious problems by looking at certain images, to please turn away, because at the end of the day, I would not want to be responsible for someone going through trauma from some of these images I am about to show. All right, so again, I am asking the parents to please, right, good. This is the Trinidad and Tobago that we live under now. Take a look. This is the Trinidad and Tobago, right? Where, as I said before, the blood of citizens fertilizing the soil of this land. What is? This is where we have reached, and this is all over. Watch. This is all over the news in the Caribbean, what Trinidad and Tobago is turning into. And this is why we have been playing games with crime in this country. Man body lie down there, now watch, hidden. And we are playing games. We are playing games with politics, and I don't like Gary, and I don't like this one. But the people who are making these decisions and who are causing it to affect, who causing these things to affect us, every one of those PNM members of parliament and ministers, they're comfortable in their house right now, They don't have no problem with their children going out, because their children, many of them have firearms. Their children protected, because they live in houses in gated communities. Is you to catch with your little shop down the road. You're catching your nenen to make a living, and all of a sudden the cockroach come and want to rob you. But yet it is, we will fight and we will quarrel about these same people who care nothing about us. Absolutely nothing about us. And it has to stop. This thing have to stop. This country going down a road now where there seems that, there is no recovery. What is happening to this place? And I want to say this again without apology. I want to say it in all earnest. I really don't want to insult the commissioner. But I don't think the commissioner believes that he doing crap. I don't think the commissioner is aware that what he is doing, he believes in his mind is good. And something is wrong with that type of interpretation. Because if you as a commissioner believe that, you're doing things and so far you're getting results, what results are you getting? What benefits being derived? And up to now, that same letter on the PCA, with the PCA sent in regards to the woman who claimed 11,000 was stolen by a superintendent. And the PCA asked for the commissioner to step in. And for the DPP to step in. Up to now, a year later, nothing. And all you expect change to come in this country when you have people who have to make decisions to remove the corrupt and they don't touch them. They don't touch them. They leave them there. What I got to tell you? Maybe it is the commissioner needs some rust remover, yes? Let me just welcome Automax to this segment. Importers, wholesalers, manufacturers, and of course, you could try their rust remover, which is, of course, not compared to those more expensive brands because it is a lot cheaper and it works a lot better. And of course, for those of you who probably have your husband sit on home doing nothing, you could try some of this to get him to move. Maybe it is the rust, have him locked down, right? So you can get it at Ali's Motors Fair and Hardware Supplies Limited, and of course they're located right in Gopal Lands in Marabella. What I want to do is I want to open up our phone lines early because this crime issue, I want to hear solutions. I want to hear what you think are some of the solutions to what is going on in this country. I don't want to hear really anything about Rowley tonight because actually no, I could say what I want. Because quite frankly, I hold him responsible for us to be in this mess. Yeah, let's run through the slides. Let's run through the slides and then let's run through the slides. Go ahead. Now, forget that. Throw it out. Let's go again. PM upset by union attack. Look what he upset by. But you have more important things to be upset by, but don't waste your time. Let's go again. Check this out, We, the parents of the Princestown Presbyterian No. 1 school, are appealing to the public for assistance in acquiring a new school. Imagine parents have to beg for a school because the school that their children going to is on a shift system. Like all the parents get together, lock down the area. All of those sit down on the tail and ball. All you want people to pay for what? For all your child to go to school? No. All you get off all your tail and do something. Go in the road and protest. Do what all you need to do. Within the legal framework, of course. And then do like what? Well, Claxton Bay. Well, let me show you. I was told that this is because of what was done with the scrap iron industry. Man, offload a whole load of... And you know for sure, the scrap iron people ain't going to drop with now. That is all iron there. But them looking like they pick up that from where, boy? It looking like some place was growing old iron. Show that back again. Check it out now, man. Claxton Bay getting on bad for the last 2 days here. Right, come back to me, guys. Right, and this is, and when you look at that and you say that that is a mess, take a look at license office. And this is where they store all the important documents and watch. All your files, all your IDs, all those things, like important documents and registration and all that inside it. This is licensing office. Watch. Huh? But this is what I tell you, all you feel is joke, and then Rohan go boast about this man. This is what I tell you, the PNM is like a disease, you know, breads. Come back to me, guys. Right, and of course, let's go with that. Right, play the audio. But you always have some donkey who want to use the shoulder. There we go. Look to the back here. It have a fourth lane, or third lane as the case may be. And then, of course, we have Donkey Hote in the front here, who trying to squeeze in front of everybody. Sad. Right, but you know what? That was a few weeks ago, and I forgot to upload the pictures of all the people who decided that they will take the shoulder. So tonight I make all it popular. Let me go. Did I send some photos to you guys? Did I? No, that is it. You're sure? Okay, just now hold on 1 second, please. Just now hold on. Okay, no wonder. I have all those photos here, and none of those photos uploaded because the internet connection. So that is all going on. All the photos that I have here. Ugh, I'm seeing the little... All right, so we wouldn't worry about that for now. I'll try to pull it up in a little bit. After I take my second break, I'll run outside and see if I could get hooked up so I could get this done. Right, so what we're going to do, let's open up our phone lines. Hello? Hello?
Inshan, good night.
Good night.
Inshan, too much political interference in the police service. First things first. We have a commissioner of police that is a complete failure. They get rid of Gary Griffith, who is an active man. This commissioner of police, like he had diabetes. The man can't move from in the chair. Gary was on the ground. Gary outside when the day come in, Sean. You're seeing action. You're seeing movement. You're seeing police working. He had a special team to handle these things. Bring the army out, because if they get rid of Mr. Gary Griffith and bring this dead horse, where he just sit down in our office talking a whole heap of cow down, because he using the same words that meaning the same thing. Listen to that speech he just sit down there and give, like he even sure what he's saying. Bring the army out. Let the army come out. This place getting worse and worse. It's scary. Inshan, to go out in the night is a no-no with my family. We go in the day, do what we have to do. So before 7 o'clock, we inside. You cannot afford your family, your children, nobody. You have no kind of recreation now. What is happening? Rowley destroying this country. The man is destroying it, and they're celebrating in John 7 million at the end of the month for independence. And what are they doing for people? Oppressing people. People are being oppressed, and all they want to have all kind of show come out and talk about the white man do this and the white man do that. Who oppressing us here in John? Is the same black people oppressing us and have us sucking salt? Yeah? What it is going on, like nobody not seeing what's going on, or they're just leaving everybody to kill one another, so the country will have less people for them to put on welfare and give money to. Thank you, Inshan.
You're welcome.
I'm sick and fed up.
Well, not only you, many of us feel exactly the same way. And the sad reality is that the sentiments that you have just expressed there, all of us feel the same way. All of us feel exactly the same way. Hello? Hello, yes, go ahead, please. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, you hear me?
Caller, listen to your telephone and not your television, please. Go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon, good night.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Caller, you are listening to your television. Listen to your telephone, please.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes, I recently read in the newspaper that there was a businessman who collected some scrap iron. The Ministry of Works, a businessman. I'm not hearing anything about that. Could you give me some information on that?
Yes, he was charged. Is a Indian businessman. Yeah, from India. What happened is that he was charged.
Okay, so we are waiting to hear the outcome of it.
Well, he was charged. So what happened is that at the end of the day, we have to wait for the court process to take place. But what happened is that I could tell you that he was, and I could try and pull it up for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All the best. All right, let's go again, callers. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, Inshan, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Boy, here's my contribution, right? We have pockets of people who disgruntled in the country because of the lack of performance of what's happening with this government and ministers all across the board. We're saying, you know what, enough is enough. Stop crying in your corner. TSTT, all the various organizations, everybody. Let me come out on this on a motorcade. That this man said about motorcade, the scrap iron man. Why everybody, all the nurses who disgruntled with their pay, police, everybody, why don't we join and come together and make a statement to these people that just messing up our lives, boy?
Because
why we can't do that?
Because you know why? I'll explain to you why. Because you see, the mothers who are outside there crying, they're only crying because their children get murdered. They wasn't crying when their neighbor's son get murdered, you know.
You understand? Because we're selfish. Why we can't put aside our differences and understand when the shutdown in the industry is not one sector of people. You know the farmers going and feel it. When you growing your crops, these people coming in and take your crops before you could reap it because they want to live and survive. It's a domino effect. People need to realize, not because it ain't reach home by you yet, it ain't coming in. It's coming in. Why can't we get up as a people and come together, boy, instead of sitting down in our little... This is affecting me. I could shop in Ilo. When they start to break in your house and put a piece of scrap iron by your head and tell you we come for this, that's when you will choose to wake up and come and cry on TV. Get up and come out and listen when the ground talking, when these people telling you we have a problem in this country. Look at the blood they now show you now showing your program. Why we can't wake up as a people, boy, and come out and support when it ain't reach home yet? Support because you're putting country first, boy.
No, well, you see, a lot of the people that you talk to, a lot of the businessmen, you go to them and you say, hey, boy, we want to put this together. You pay for a little music truck or something now. Those are the same people who will turn around and tell you, boy, things bad. Those are the same people who will tell you, no, things hard right now. So the reality of it is that only when it hits home, a lot of people, I mean, sadly, we are reactive. And that is the reality of it. We only get up and do something when it hits home. But thank you very much, caller. Let me just welcome Bill to last this segment. Remember, home construction, $495 per square foot. And you could schedule a visit to their model home at Kingsbury Park. And of course, Kingsbury Park is in Cunupia. And of course, you can check them out for all your hardware items as well. Let's go again. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, please. You're live.
Yes, Inshan, good night. You asked for a solution on what can we do about the problem what we're having in this country. Well, problem number one, we have to remove that commissioner of police. We have to remove the minister of national security, bring back Gary, and let me solve this problem once and for all.
No, but caller, hold on. Let me just engage you here a bit. When you say remove, there is a legal process. We are not the Police Service Commission. The Police Service Commission, they're happy right now with what is going on because they could have put a police commissioner in place, seeing what is going on in this country. But all of them who are on the Police Service Commission, their backside's happy and their family's happy right now. So the Police Service Commission right now, they will wait until the end of this year to do something. And that is their process. They may have already made a decision, but here what's happening. Right now, them sitting down, well, we go wait and we go marinate. In the meantime, black man passing out left, right, and center. Like it affecting them.
Boy, Inshan, listen, you mean to say a simple problem like just scrap iron thing. Okay, you want to tell me, okay, you're loading a container. You have man the ship container, maybe a receive container. Okay. You can get somebody from the authority to say, when you're loading that container, we want to see what's going out in there. If copper is going out there, you must have a manifest to say, okay, well, if you're shipping copper, where all I get is copper from, and get it inspected before it loads into the container, and then sign off on it.
Caller, the police right now protecting those criminals in that industry. And let me explain what I mean.
I won't know that.
Here it is. Have you seen the commissioner of police at any one of those scrap iron places leading a team of officers to search and find any copper?
Never. No.
Have you seen it? So it is left to interpret, and I'm not saying the police commissioner personally, but what I'm saying in general is that the police service have people who are actually part and parcel of that and protecting it, because they have never, with all the criminal activities taking place, with the millions of dollars being stolen, the commissioner has not seriously acted, and he has not searched, or they have put in place one place. So you tell me, who is really the crook and who is the criminal?
Well, I mean, imagine Inshan, you call the police. Look, somebody cutting the line here, right? And you up to now, you don't even see a police vehicle passing in my area where I live in.
Because the police service no longer feel comfortable because of the commissioner that they have. With Gary Griffith, there was accountability. With this police commissioner, you could do what the hell you want.
You know what I like about Gary? You could have called Gary. You have Gary's number. You have information. You don't want to go to the ordinary police. You call him directly. This commissioner, you can't even talk to nobody, boy. You can't even talk to nobody. You know, Inshan, you can't even come out your house. You can't park your car in a mall. You can't go nowhere.
And this is the reality. But right now, he protected by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. He have security at his home. He have security when he driving. And when he talking, is a bunch of gibberish where not even he can understand what the hell he's saying.
Inshan, when you drive down, I shame to drive on this country, boy. Any part of anywhere you go, is pothole. You want to tell me that the pothole ain't causing an accident? You try to shift from a hole and you're running.
Because we are stupid and we accept it because we are dotish. All the people sit down right now on their couch eating stupid biscuit because we allow it.
You drive down that highway. You drive down the highway and you see the condition of that highway. And you watch the bush on the side of the road. They're not even cutting the bush. This country looking worse than
the country is a reflection of the people. We like it so, and that is why it is happening, because the government could do what the hell they want to us. Because we are subservient. We sit down on our backsides and we take it. Our mother and father cannot get an MRI. We go and call Inshan, and Inshan go beg people to pay for the MRI.
I you know something? If I was the commissioner of police or the minister there, you know what I would do? Instead of minding these people in jail, I would bring out all them jailers and then put the army to watch them and let them fix the road. Let them paint it.
No, you cannot. You cannot. No, you cannot have them in an open environment like that. They would run. What you could do?
Had the army for? What we had the army for?
No, but what you could do is have the ones who inside for less serious crime, whose chances of running away wouldn't make sense.
Use them to beautify the place. Use them to beautify this place is looking like a.
But caller, this is what I said. The ones who inside for serious crime open mega farms and put their backside to work.
Exactly.
Put their tail to work. Why the hell we paying for them to eat inside there? Why my tax dollars must pay?
Let them come out and beautify the place. Give them paint and brush and let them paint up the walls and all that.
That would not happen because the people who give ministers money for the elections, they must get the thing back. They must get the contracts. Come now, man. Anyway.
I wish we had a prime minister like Barbados. You see that lady? She see about how people first.
Yeah, but we also wish we had a president like Guyana right now. Imagine that. Well, and Irfan is in the country. So, special assalamu alaikum and good evening to the president who is in Trinidad right now from Guyana. Let's go to online. Let me just welcome RPM. And of course, I would like to thank RPM for their continued phenomenal service. They have changed the way courier service operates in Trinidad and Tobago. And remember, you can check them out online, rpmexpresscouriers.com. And of course, you can give them a call, 2244-RPM, and they will sign you up at no charge. Let's go again, guys. Hello.
Yeah, Inshan, good night.
Good night.
Inshan, concerning the commissioner, you want your speech where the commissioner was addressing there just now? That man talking from a script there, Inshan. The man, look, he don't even believe what it is he's saying, like. If you should look at it again, the man watching like he don't believe what it is he's saying. So if he don't believe what he's saying, we supposed to believe what he's saying? I don't know, I just saying it, Inshan. That was looking like to me, Because we had somebody going running the police service, and probably didn't know what the man did. They accuse the man of taking bribe for F. Well, up to now, the man he get charged.
And not only that, they do a report, and they try to get the report to stymie the process with the PCS right now, the PSC right now, so that the PSC could say, nah, Gary probably involved in this and that. And that here happening, all of a sudden, you couldn't get a report so fast on the 4 divers. On the 4 divers.
We're saying there the exact truth. Look how long they're taking to get a report on the divers.
No, because you see, they're going on holiday. Because their children wasn't stuck in a pipeline. So they're going on holiday, and they go eat their belly full and then come back out to do the report for we.
No, it's true. Everything you're saying is true, but I want to get a solution too. Let's say you're asking for a solution tonight, right? A whole year gone since Gary Griffith gone from office. Not one FUL and sign out for one citizen to carry a firearm. That is the solution right now, because all they need to give people the firearm, the FUL, so they can go there and get anything to protect themselves and their family. Because you telling me people running all over the place, shooting everybody all over the country now.
Yeah.
And we sitting ducks and we housing.
Yeah, but
when we go and buy an unlicensed firearm now, or they're coming to raid the house and charge me for that then.
Yeah, but Kola, if you look at many of the scenarios involving criminal activities, even the security does not get the opportunity to pull his firearm. So therefore, a firearm does not even guarantee that you stand a chance these days too.
Yes, but when you're in your home invasion, they come into you in the night in a home invasion, you at least have something to protect yourself and your family, rather than you sit down there and wait for them to come through your door.
Boy, keep a few Kusal bricks on your second floor and launch it on them. And the good thing about it, when you pelt a Kusal block, it don't break. So you're good to go, you could use it back again.
No, but all I simply saying, Enchan, is that the man has signed out one FUL, come there as the acting commissioner. But when citizens go and they buy the unlicensed firearm, because nobody will run sit down there, Enchan, and let nobody run in the house and rape their children and their wife and their mother and all kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about.
No.
Nobody going to
basically, that is a dead man walking, boy.
Exactly my point.
That is a dead man walking.
They're pushing the law-abiding citizens now to go
to
and
break the law.
Illegal firearms to deal with these people when they come in their house. You understand what I'm saying, right?
All right, Kola. Thank you very much. And of course, we move on again and welcome Extra Care to this segment. And I don't have to tell you about all the products, the great products you get from Extra Care. You could see it right there to the back of me. And of course, you could check them out at supermarkets nationwide. Let's go again, guys. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. Go ahead, please.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Imjian.
Good evening.
I want to tell you some things. I was a young girl growing up, coming to school. One of the things that I hated, when I was going to school, the policemen were in a bar drinking rum with the police car and their uniform on. And every day I go to school, I would be vexed. And my principal called me one day and said, why are you vexed? I said, because, sir, the police are the ones to protect us and serve us. And the day our country go bad and we have fraud, we have corruption, the police will be the main purpose of it. He said, why? I said, because they are the people who comes when anything go wrong. They don't send a doctor, they don't send a fireman, they don't send a nurse, nobody. The police comes in, take report, search you if you are a man or a woman. And today I am living to see the police are getting paid from the drug lords and they turn their face. If the police are there during the day doing their duty, what is wrong with the army men that they cannot come out in the night? Change the law. If the law wants to be changed, change it. Because let me tell you something. In America, the army is the army van full with army, and all during the day, they walk in, the police people standing and asking you if everything is okay when they see groups around the corner. They don't go and search you. They go and they tell you, make sure you are okay. A lot of Caribbean people go up there and they're selling their weed and they drug around the corner. Where are their parents? They drop them off as though they don't know them and they go back to their country. And those children up there, people pull them into selling drugs. I come home and I hear people saying, the children of yesterday is not like today. What is the birthing process? You do the same thing to make a child. Every child growing up have a step to play. And if your parent didn't take the right role to lead you as a child, what it is? We are talking about the government. The government has to be blamed. The people employ the government. And if they don't come out and protest, it will go on. I remember just before you remember when they had the visa? We were marching in Port of Spain every Friday, OWTU, T-Woon. Not took everybody. Today you come home and you hear, what we going to do? We carry the money. Stop buying the food. Let it get weeble in the groceries. Stand up for your right. When Donald Trump, when he did what he did to Venezuela, the people had to come here. And I am hearing people from America saying the government paid this government $19 million to help out the Venezuelans down here. So when they come and they get jobs, we cannot blame them. They are people who are willing to work. What are we doing? We selling drugs. We don't want to correct with children. As I said, every country have rules. When you go to America, how you could abide their rules, and when you come home, you can't do nothing. We are to be blamed. We are talking about Gary Griffith. If he is going up as a political party, everybody vote him in if we so want him in. Otherwise, we march the street. But Mr. Inchan, I want to tell you something. I just hear a guy saying everybody should come out, but everybody was coming out. Even Abu Bakr was coming out. I heard at time he said he have names who was attending meetings. That is why Kamala maybe never sent him to jail. Because when you go to a meeting, you take minutes. You write down everybody's name, what organization they're from, and everything like that. That is maybe why he didn't go to prison. But when I look at it, if he took over the country and they were inside, the people who were shooting inside the Red House, it was the soldiers outside. So both parties have to be blamed. I want you to be very careful because I heard you talk about a march. When we go to march, the very said people we marching with, when time to stand up with us, they turn their back and they leave you in the heat. I am telling you, because when Abu Bakr did his thing, when everybody should have stand up with him, they leave and they turn their back.
No, but the fact is that at the end of the day, I am one person who subscribed to the rule of law. What happens is that we live in a democracy, and I repeat, I will not subscribe to violence, and I will not promote violence. That has never been my mantra, and it will never be my mantra. I don't believe in that. There's a process, and yes, I agree that there's a process where you could protest, where you can stand up, you could come together in your masses, but under the PNM, they even try to restrict that. But thank you very much, caller. Let me just welcome, Rita have this new chia seed now. And of course, I will try that later today because I got my samples from our good friends of Atlantic Trading. So besides the basil seed, you're getting the new chia seed drink now. And of course, I don't have to tell you the benefits of chia seed, right? And of course, you could call Atlantic Trading, or you could check out Extra Foods and the other supermarkets where you can get retail products. Let's go to our lines again. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good night, Vincent.
Good night.
All the callers so far saying the same thing, and everybody feel the same way. Everybody have fear in their mind and their heart. I tell you, just last week, my aunt, elderly person, went to the bank, took out $10,000 in cash. This bandit she know the bandit watching, you know. She gone in her car and somebody drive off. They stop somewhere and the bandit come with the head banner wrong, all they see in the eye, and say, give me the money. 10,000 plus a little cash here, all that gone. Nobody could live in this country happy anymore. I am an older person, and I could tell you, in my time when I was young, I could have walked the street anywhere, go home with my children all about. Now, this place is a hell. It's a living hell. Somebody had to do something about it because the government had doing nothing. You know. And one thing again, every time they say something about the PNM, the UNC do something wrong, and they go talk about the PNM. Why they always compare when the two parties? You know?
Always. They always this and that. Both sides do the same thing all the time. Kabla was in power, she do this. UNC was in power to do that. PNM was in power. Exactly. And it's back and forth.
And that is one of the reasons why we can't reach nowhere.
And this was
saying, PNM do something they do wrong, say it. Let everybody know they do it. Don't compare when UNC was in power and so on, so that happened. You know? So I don't know, we had to come together somehow because, I mean, everybody going through the same problem. Everybody who express their sentiments yet tonight is the same thing.
No,
They're
correct.
no different.
Frustration. Thank you very much, caller.
Yes.
And I said it about a week or two ago. If we have a business and we were to choose employees, how many of us would choose Kamla as an employee to manage our business or choose Rowley as a manager to manage our business? 99% of us would not, except the fanatics and the dotish one. But we would put them to run our country. We wouldn't put them to run our business, you know. But we got to put them to run the country. And that makes plenty sense right now. Let's go to our lines again. Hello?
Yes. Good night, John.
Good night.
Yes, calling you say to offer a solution with what's happening. I was just thinking, look what happened in Grenada the other day. Within a week, they went to court. Some people plead they're guilty. So within a week, this happened. But yet still when the situation was reversed, down the islands with the boat, with the Coast Guard,
yes.
You still don't know what happening there. So you see, once you have a system of accountability, I think things will work all better.
No, I agree with you 100%, but the fact is that you know that is not going to happen. You know that is not going to happen. I mean, there are judges that we have in Trinidad and Tobago. I have faith in them. What happens is I could tell you that I know that the judicial system, it works a little slowly, but I have faith in the process. The only thing is that when you look at what is taking place through the police service, and I said it before, and I'll say it again, where you have the Police Complaints Authority sending a letter to the commissioner, and the commissioner has ignored that letter thus far over a year now. And all you're telling me, all you want he to deal with crime? Come now, man. Let me go again. Hello? Hello?
Inshallah, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
If the Police Complaints Authority make a recommendation, is it the Police Complaints Authority or the Police Complaints Authority?
Yes.
Make a recommendation to the Commissioner of Police and he failed to act. Can anything be done?
Well, my attorney, Richard Jagisa, is writing the DPP and writing the commissioner, because what happened is that I communicated with David West, and what happened is that they sent another letter to the commissioner asking what is the update on this, because it's a year now and nothing has been done.
Yeah, well, that fight is gathering dust until the time will come when this superintendent or senior superintendent will retire, collect his gratuity, collect his pension, and that is the end of that.
Yeah, but the allegation is that we hear that two of them basically went through the service together. That is the allegation. I don't know how true that is. So, for me, it confuses me that something as serious as somebody taking $11,000 and they're in the service still going out to charge people.
Now, on another note,
right.
You realize recently this talk about illegal quarrying keep coming up now?
Mm-hmm.
That is old news, over 20 years old. So the only conclusion I could come to now, if a man run up to you and snatch your wallet and run, right, it might be difficult to catch you. Agreed? But if somebody carrying a big thing like an excavator and trucks and so on to mine gravel, quarrying, right? Where they can hide, right?
No, you see, it's like what is going on in the scrap iron industry.
Well,
the government it's protecting.
You see, this is organized crime, you know. In short, this is organized crime.
Of course, 100%.
And for organized crime to prosper, people who have to stop crime have to be involved. They have to be in the pockets of the people who run in the organized crime. And that's the problem in this country. Not only in this country, but worldwide. So long as you have things happening, the same thing happening over and over and over, and nothing is being done about it. Well, yeah, what they don't quarry out all the cattle already, you know. It have men became millionaires, and it have police officers who have their pocket very, very fat. They can't. You see those financial intelligence units? They're failing to do the work. That is only a term they use and a name they put, and they give somebody some work to do. But if you really go to work, they have so much of police officers cannot account for the wealth that they have.
Correct. 100%. You're spot on.
Gravel is not a new thing in this country, illegal quarrying. And like I say, you can't hide behind a mortal tree. Right?
100% correct.
The whole system is corrupt. People who expect a lady have a shop and selling cooking gas, but she had the cooking gas outside in a cage. Somebody come to buy a tank of gas, she give them the key, they pay for the tank of gas, they take a 5 tank and go on. She call the police. She have camera pick it up. The police take about an hour to reach in a distance of about less than 10 minutes. And here they question you now. When I say you, the shopkeeper.
Yeah.
Like if she have committed an offense. What is your name? What is your age? If you're married, how much children? What is the relevance of all this thing? And then the last thing there, the woman had to tell them, well, I have the vehicle number, you know. The police officer said, well, you know, there's changed number plate, so that's a reason not to act. There's people, bandits change number plate, so it's a reason not to act. Now, to a certain extent, I have to agree with the police, because you can't have police functioning on 2013 salary. You have people at high level in the police service who are corrupted, and you going to risk your life outside it.
Correct.
I see the logic in that. So the morals in the police service is very, very low. Even you mightn't agree with how I see it, but the few good police officers that have, they are very demotivated and demoralized. Thank you ever so much. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Asim, I'm trying to send you at least a photo. Let me see if it'll go through. Trying to. Yeah. The photo went through. Right. And I think the rest of the photos with all the vehicles, no, that didn't go through. I don't know why. Right. So, yes, let's go again. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Hi, good night. John, you asked for a solution, right? One of my solutions is, if you notice at night, right, where we have these Nissan vehicles, and so you have 80 wagons, we have Tidas, we have Almiras, B15, B14s, right? If police were to patrol at night, just say it, right? And, randomly stop these vehicles. Now, you're not targeting anybody, yeah? And you're operating with diplomacy. With respect, you're not taking advantage of anybody. Say, good night, so is the case. And we just do that search. Where are they going? If you see a group of fellas, then that alone is suspicious. And just question them, ask them where they're going, right? And things like that now. If you're required to search them, you search them. And I think if you do that, if police consistently do that, then we'll get a lot of firearms off the streets. Because if you look at the videos at night, the kind of robberies taking place is because of these Nissan vehicles in particular, right? Another point is, this weekend going here, I think it was 14 murders or something take place over the weekend, and Commissioner Jacob come out and say, oh, it's so much illegal firearms coming in the country. That's his big response state. But the thing about it is that it's obviously that since the 80s, 90s, late 90s, we have illegal firearms coming in the country, and the question is, who bringing it in? That is the problem. That is the root cause of the problem in this country. Who bringing in the firearms? Who are allowing it in? And I know it have a lot of people, right, in top officials. They know, a lot of people know, but nobody not speaking out and trying to find out who it is bringing it in. They know, but I don't know if they're afraid to talk or they just allow it, their life is going on or what.
No, that is...
And some of these custom officers and them, I don't know what they have to do, probably polygraph them or something. Something has to be done.
No, but the majority...
Something have to be taken place.
No, but you see, it's like the police service. The majority of the police service, good. The majority of customs, good. The majority of license office, well, that is up for question. One is that I think the majority of license office corrupt, right? That is one entity, I could say the majority corrupt. But when it comes to the police service and customs, I could say without a doubt that you have good people within customs and the police service. And I said it before that the army that we have serves no purpose except for us to feed them and give them Lexus for them to drive and for them to go and pick up their girl all over the place. Shut down the army and let us utilize, rehire some of them within the police service. Talk done. We'll take 2 final calls. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good night.
Good night.
It's a good program as usual, Inshan.
Thank you.
Yeah, just a few pointers. I just want to
sure,
some basic pointers I want to put out there now. Like homeowners and things, for instance. You have a back door, you have a front doors, whatever. You also take a little extra security in terms of like those deadbolt latches. You put one to the top, you put one to the bottom. Right? You can do little simple things like that. Those are plenty plants and things in your yard. Try and keep the plants and things cut fairly low so you can see through it. The back of your yard, the front of your yard, things like that.
And you would not believe, my wife decided to place 3 plants to the front of our property. And I told her immediately, you see them plants in front there? Move it one time. I do not want those things to block anybody from hiding.
Exactly.
So you're right.
Simple things there. When you're coming home, you pull up in front of the gate, you do not come out of the vehicle. You look, sit down for 2 minutes. Look in the rear view, keep looking in the rear view. You press your button. If you have a electronic gate, you wait till you go inside. Again, you look in the rear view. Do not come out. Let the gate close.
No, but you see...
Simple, basic things like
that. No, but here was the problem there. When you sit in your vehicle, before you open the gate, if somebody jump you from the drain, you are basically a sitting duck, because what happens is that you're in front of your gate. So what I do is, for example, with me, I open my gate from a little distance, but I also have a camera monitoring the front of the gate. You understand? So I could see live before I reach home what is going on home. I could also see the car down the road, the car up the road. So the reality of it is that this is how, this is how bad it is. But face it.
Yes, it is. But we still have to take these basic precautions. I mean, so for instance,
no, I commend you.
Gate, you're coming home. You have to get out of the car to open the gate. All right, make sure you have the key for the lock of the gate in your hand. Switch off your engine, take out the key. Simple little pointers people take for granted. I think we need to be a little more proactive, as we say, and be a little more alert with these simple. It might sound simple, but it could save your life at the end of the day. If you're living on a street where the street's fairly long, and you park up, you see the vehicle in the rear view coming, you can drive up to the top of the street too and come back down, that kind of thing. So people have to be aware, a lot more aware of the simple, basic things that we take for granted in terms of security. Right? That's my contribution.
Well said. Thank you so much. I believe we have our final caller. Hello? Okay, that's it. All right. So let me just remind you of 2 things. One is that our Grand Bazaar taking place, and it's a long time bazaar, like Tin Pan Alley and Dunkin' Tank and Chairplane Ride. Plus, the kids, let them walk with extra clothes. You pay all $20 and you can enter the pool area, and it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Lots to eat and drink and all that. What happens is that face painting and etc., etc., etc. So remember, it's taking place this Sunday from 10 a.m. at Baraka Grounds from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So bring out the entire family. And of course, the food court will be open there for you to eat your belly full. All right. Anybody, I'm looking for 4 Polori makers. I got 2. So I'm looking for 2 more Polori makers to hire on Sunday. Anyone who is interested, contact me on 684-4762. That's 684. Guys, could you just put up my number, please? Right, 684-4762. You'll see the number coming up on the screen in less than about 5 seconds. Right, there it is. You could contact me if you want to get hired. I'm looking for 2 Polori makers on Sunday. All right, so I'll catch you there on Sunday. And don't forget, I'll see you at Brilliant. And of course, at the food court there at Baraka Grounds, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And before I go, I just want to show you the cars that were caught about 2-3 weeks ago driving on the shoulder, just to make them popular. Because you see, these are the type of things that make Trinidad and Tobago the place that it is, right? All these people here who couldn't wait in traffic, all these people, right? Take your time, don't rush it. I want them to see their numbers on the screen, right? Let's go again. right? And of course, you have these fellas who will work so hard to make a living, who will work so hard to get a few $100 and always doing some stupidness. All these vehicles, you know, on the shoulder driving, going down the road, and they don't care, right? From the new cars to the old cars, all of them driving, and this is by Freeport going up the road there. And like I said before, there are those like us, PEB 9305. Going again. PBK 3531, right? BJ5. TDU 4630, Toyota Hilux. TDH 7717, Ford Ranger. PDR 4380, Toyota Fielder Wagon. PDS 4700, a very easy number to remember, Honda City. PVP 2480, B14, which always involving something. TBK 4248, look at the condition of the vehicle. If police stick it at 1,000, you could use that money to buy tires, but it's stupid or less stupid, right? Zoom into that vehicle. Let me see that number plate big, because everybody else we show big, so let me show that vehicle, right? TCR 4857. Going again. PDE 7449. All these people. PCF 3550. All these people, they could have make literally 100,000 tickets just in that area alone. Zoom in again. PCH 5314. PCE 8281. PCL 5649. I really don't know. TCS, where is that? TCS 13? TCS 13, Toyota Hilux. Going again. HDL, another H. And find his glass tinted dark. 8957. Going again. PDA 1005. And zoom into that vehicle in front, please. That is the same one? Yeah, HDL 8505. Yep, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. And my boy on the left here, PDE 2183. PDS 8931. Imagine the man on the shoulder and using his indicator. Well done. What I gotta tell you. And I just want to show you something before I end off. There's the president of Guyana arriving in Trinidad and Tobago. And I don't know if I'm not seeing correct, but neither our prime minister or our president, is the prime minister still on COVID leave? Neither our president or our prime minister was there to meet the president. Guyana Airways need to improve on the airlines. We are looking like a Titas in the back there, yes? Right. So come back to me, guys. And like I said, this is where we end it off. God bless you, and I'll catch you Sunday with the family to have loads of fun and relaxation with the families. Remember, Sunday, our big bazaar taking place at Baraka Grounds. Take care, folks. I'll catch you next week for Breaking Barriers. There is a repeat of this program on Saturday, 9 p.m. And just to let you know, brilliant, we just got back limited stocks of USDA prime steak. And if you never had that, you're missing out. USDA prime steak, we just got a limited stock, so take advantage. God bless you. Take care. Assalamu alaikum and good evening.